kids! Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Rachel the Rad, and we are continuing our quest to raid all of the tombs. Will we raid all of the tombs? Will we raid some of the tombs? I suspect we're gonna raid at least like 4 tombs. So, we just defeated the bear. And now, we are on our way to, well, I already lived this stuff. I guess. That didn't happen in the last video. Apparently it auto-saved after I had gone through to do some testing with the audio and things like that. And I went and looted some stuff. I didn't miss too much. There was a semi-auto, I believe it was a semi-auto pistol. Frame rates. There was a semi-auto pistol attachment that I looted. Follow the Mongolian path and search for signs of the lost city. If I remember right, I died here before. Let's just jump and find Part scared me a little bit. So, I looted a little bit. And I got another Mongolian scroll, which is great because we really need to hit Mongolian level 1. I think we're at Mongolian level...
That's gonna be cold.
That needs to be worked on. Yes, that's gonna be very cold, Laura. Very cold. So I did switch from the controller to the mouse and keyboard because before it was just making some donking noises. It was just like beep boop beep. No, that's not gonna work. So our mouse dive. That should be our mouse is right click apparently. Well, thank goodness this thing is showing me all of the key bindings that I need. It's smart enough to know that I need some help. And here's a secret. Yeah. Let's get some stuff. Let's get some gears. Let's take a look at this treasure.
A paisa, a sort of passport. Whoever held this spoke with the authority of the Mongol Empire. It reads, by the power of eternal heaven and order of the Empire, whoever does not show respect will be guilty of an offense.
That's some pretty harsh stuff. Now, I regret that I did not learn as much history in school as I probably should have. And I think that's pretty true for a lot of people. Really, the few people that I know who are big history buffs are A, really smart to begin with, which is not me, and B, someone who had studied history and have learned or really remembered all of the things about history that are relevant to us. So we just defeated the bear, so we don't really need anything that has to do with big, beastly, impactful hits by bears. So we've already covered that part. We're already good there. Now this is very important because I do love me my bow and arrow, that's for sure. So we are gonna go for a more stealthy approach because mouse and keyboard is gonna do a lot better for me. Like I had mentioned, I love stealth gaming. Absolutely love stealth gaming. Skyrim, Fallout, Tomb Raider, anything that I can get my hands on where I can play something super stealthy and sneaky like, that's all me. So we are getting ourselves upgraded, getting ourselves up to speed. And I guess I just go ahead and clicked on that thing that was available, so that one thing you have to keep in mind. So you have a resource list in this game, meaning if you click on something, it uses that resource. You can go back and check, for example, the climbing axe may use the same resources as the reinforced limbs on your bow. So if you want to choose one between one or the other, you don't have to pick the bow. You can go ahead and click on the axe instead, if it's more applicable to you. So if you don't use the bow that much, you can choose, say, a gun with the same amount of resources and upgrade your guns instead. So, But that's not what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go bow all the way. Matter of fact, I mentioned before I have the DLC, so I should have some special stuff in gear. And there is one outfit. Firing arrows sometimes won't reduce the amount of available ammo. We'll go with that. I'm trying to remember, I believe in the next part we will be fighting dudes. Like, not rad dudes, bad dudes. Not totally not cool dudes. Like Jesus soldiers. Something like that. Some dudes who were like, no, this Constantine guy is awesome, and this other guy, Prophet, is butts. So now we're gonna kill this dang old Prophet. Oh, optional challenge 2. Now this is cool. Also, I did make that jump. Okay, it looked really far away. This is cool.
A Byzantine war galley. How the hell did it get down here?
It fell off. What do you think, Laura? Jesus, look at it. It was once one way and now it is another. Whoop! So, this temple, well, tomb I should say, right? It's not really a temple. I'm so used to games where everything's a temple. Well, particularly The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Just absolutely obsessed. That basically forged my childhood in gaming.
It's Mongolian.
And I call everything a temple.
I must be close to the lost city.
So, bear with me 1 second while I find the key binding for the stealthy, sneaky spider senses sight. That is not it. Oh, Q. I'm a big old dummy, because it's Q, right next to the W, where I use to walk. Good lord. Talking is hard. So hard. But I do want to see if there's any other secrets that I should take before I embark on this. Doesn't look like there is, so let's go and embark. Boom. Come on, Laura. Use them hips and those legs and your whole body to keep yourself up. You don't just need your legs, you need other things too.
Must be something up there.
So, I mentioned before, this kind of game, they really...
I think I can make that. Probably.
Probably can. I have faith in you, Laura. Wow. They really make the objectives obvious. You just have to know where to look. So, for example, this little ice sheet right here has just a little bit of extra ledge so you can see where the outline it is, where the outline is for the ledge in which she needs to grab onto. So, oh, right. There we go. Now this is the part that really messed me up before, and it really shouldn't have, because it's right here. But we're going to take a look at what we've got available resource-wise first. And I pray to God that this works. I hope this audio is a whole lot better than it has been. You can see, by the way, I have a little bit of a change going on with this background here. It is made out of trifold cardboard posters. Presentation boards, I should say. And, yeah, that's not where I need to go. I'll tell you a little bit in a second here. We need more story.
The Maria Adula is trapped. The ice gave way. Her spine snapped in two. No matter. While I hope to wield her cannons against the false prophet, we will continue on foot. I have 6 of the Order of Trinity's best, and we have been stockpiling food and supplies while the sailors starved. They do not know it yet, but but they will give their life for the cause. My men and I will find our way out of these icy caves and continue on foot. Before the ship was swallowed by the ice to the south, we heard music. That will be our first stop. But first I must rest. The cold has sunk into my bones, and I am drowsy. Just a little sleep.
Yeah, well, you're dead. You have the eternal slumber there, sir. So, you're at rest. No, I don't go here first. I go... I'm trying to remember what I need to do. I think I do go there, actually, because there's a part of that I grabbed onto. That's right. And sewing mana! Bam! Secrets!
Yes, that did it.
There you go. No, none of that. You need to dismount. Laura, dismount. Now anytime I dismount, it's just gonna be jumping, which will be comical and hilarious for you guys, but I am gonna be a nervous wreck. So I'll try to figure out how to do that eventually. You hear that music? That means I did something right. It doesn't feel like I did something right, but that means I did something right. So now... I told you that would be funny. Oh my god. Let's try that again. Jeez. So we've got the ice on there again. Oh lord, this is gonna be good. This one gave me a lot of problems before when I was on the controller, and when the controller worked. Because the second part of this is very, very time-based. You need to get it to the second, millisecond, in order for it to work. So let me just make sure, nope, that's not the button I want. I need to figure that out quick. 'Cause I won't make the same mistake. Like I said, it'll be pretty funny for you guys, but it won't be funny for me. I will get a little bit peeved. Right, so the ice broke. Remember, don't overthink this stuff. The ice broke over here, so now this path is clear. Shimmy out, Laura, just shimmy on up. Bloop. So we talk about immersive play. Well, that's not happening here, unfortunately. If I were to be completely immersive, if I really, really wanted to be immersive, I would do this with no commentary whatsoever. I would play this completely silent, no webcam, no nothing. And here's the part that needs to be very fast. Come on, Laura, you can do this. She can do this. Oh, she's doing it. Look how strong she is. Alright. You need to run. You need to run. You need to run. You need to run. Run. Jump! Yes! First try! Yeah! Almost punched myself in the face.
Got it.
That's okay, that's worth it.
Now to find out what's up there.
That took me probably 15 minutes last time I did this. There you go. Alrighty. Woo. So I want to touch a little bit more on the history of this, because for those of you who actually know a bit about the Byzantine Empire, the Mongolians, if I... Well... Ooh, perilous. If I remember correctly, you know, obviously this is a fake story. This is, I was about to say sci-fi. This is fiction, but there's a little bit of truth to the history of this.
Look at all this. Why were they carrying so much wealth with them?
Probably because they wanted to buy food. Who just goes on an expedition is like, you know what? Just leave your wallet at home. We'll be fine. We'll find our stuff. We'll just go get fish from the ocean, from this boat. Harry, why did... No, that's a stupid idea. No, guys, I got this. Now just go ahead and leave all your money at home. You know. We got some more secrets. Just gotta position yourself correctly. Okay.
We'll die here, thanks to Coraldus and the madness of the Order of Trinity. My ship will never see water again. We entered the glacial sea too far into the winter. Would have been turned back, but Coraldus would not abandon this lost prophet. He and his dead-eyed warriors seized control. He forced the ship through shallow tributaries until we could go no further. Then he made my crew construct sled runners, and the bastard forced us to tow the ship over land. It was death and excommunication to deny him. But it was death either way. I will make sure he dies here, with us. I've always kept a little poison at the ready, in case the ship was taken. Now, it has another use.
Death, and more death. And that's the dude below who was like, I'm gonna go to sleep real quick. What a jerk. And the frame rates! Well, I'm gonna fix that, that's for sure. Although I think this game is a little... You know, if I had my settings down a little lower, and probably not recording, this would have worked a lot better, but I had issues with this...
details the archery techniques of the foes of the Byzantine Empire.
I had issues with the frame rates before, playing by myself on a lower graphics setting, and my computer's pretty good. It's an MSI Stealth Pro GS70. I really should know this off the top of my head. But it's a good computer. It should be able to handle walking up into a place and displaying the place. Are you good, Laura? You good? Just hanging out? Okay. So, first optional tomb down. And lucky for you, well, something hilarious did happen, but lucky for you, I didn't waste too much of your time by getting super confused and lost. Ah! I love that stuff. And getting stuck at the tomb. Because, I mean, I can really edit out whatever I want, but...
A Byzantine brooch. The enamel work is beautiful.
It's a little bit more fun when you see me make mistakes, right?
This portrait has been defaced. It looks like it was depicting the prophet. They must have had to hide their faith.
That's a shame. I mean, that's an issue now. You know, you talk about centuries ago, and this is still happening today. It's... I want to say it's quite the shame, and it is. You know, why can't we all just be friends? But that leads me to the next point of we are subjective beings. We are people who cannot, it's not possible to see through each other's eyes. You just have to try to remember that your world is just a part of the whole world, that you are part of something bigger than you. And you really have to care for other people, otherwise you will not do well. I remember dying in this place, that's for sure, because I think it's right. That is scary. And I have blood on the screen. Ah! Nice. I remember this specific part being a little tricky. Yeah. Whoa. I need to figure that out real quick. Just to double check, I went in and made sure that the graphics were okay. The rendering on in this particular area is just, I think it's just really bad. See, now this works just fine. I think it's just that little area that wasn't working very well. Oh, maybe this little area too. Who knows? Oh my goodness. That is not okay. Something CPU. Okay, I think we're back. So we've changed a couple settings, made a little bit of modifications to stuff, and it works a lot better. So we're back! Yeah.
I'm not your enemy. That remains to be seen. You killed those men back there. I killed them to survive. I suspect you did too. How long have they been here? Days, at most. The invaders took many of my people prisoner. You should leave this place before it's too late.
That rendering, though!
I can't do that. I came here for something important. So did they. If I see you again, I'll put an arrow in your throat. You and I are on the same side. I hope I can prove that to you. What's going on down there? Who?
So sorry. I am so sorry. This will be fixed, I promise. Matter of fact.
There are
Of
people
fact.
who live out here, and they appear to have been here for a very long time, living in isolation for decades, maybe even
I'll let Lara
centuries. I notice elements of her dress, small adornments that would not have been out of place in the Byzantine Empire. Could they possibly be descendants of the Prophet's people? How much do they know about the lost city or the divine source? It's clear Trinity will do anything to find out. I'm afraid that whoever they are, they're in grave danger. Let's hope the old proverb about the enemy of my enemy remains true.
Laura does a really great narrative in this game, and I know I make fun of it, but I don't exactly mean to. It's just more of a, want you to know that I'm still listening and still here. So, I'm going to pause this, where this is right now, and fix some graphics issues, because that's not really cool. I don't think we should keep going if it's going to be all crazy like that. So, I will be back, and see you in a little bit.